for Jaden Blue. He looks forward for maybe a yard. Jalen Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That's complete to Devontae Turpin. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face 3rd and a yard. Pistol now for Prescott. Caught left side, it's complete. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Cowboys.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete.
So I don't hate the decision, Mike, but it just feels like he put a little too much air on that ball. It just took that ball way too much time to get to the open receiver. And when you hang a ball that long, the defenders at this level are just going to break and attack on that ball. And he's lucky that didn't end up going back the other direction.
Yeah! There we go!
On the play fake, Dak forced to his right. That'll be taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. That is incomplete. Throw took him out of bounds, and it will be 3rd down.
Yeah, here we go! Kill!
They'll throw again. Dak. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Nolan Smith. He's in to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up 4th down.
Formation for the Cowboys.
And this winds up a very nice return. He's able to get up past the 40-yard line. Complete. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
So we heard about this budding connection all the way back in training camp in the summer. So it's nice to see those reps starting to translate on game day. And I think these two might have a really bright future together. And the more plays they make, the more we're going to see that confidence grow.
Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. That's an incompletion.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Quick throw here is complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They get 22 yards there. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
Ready!
He'll get this out wide. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
Mike Riestam is saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. A shotgun snap for Prescott. In trouble, and down he goes. Nolan Smith. What a first month he is putting together. That's his 4th sack already.
These are the type of negative plays that you just can't allow to happen, especially when you find yourself trailing. They continue to lose chunks of yards on these sacks, and they want to claw themselves out of this hole. They're going to have to protect the quarterback.
His receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat.
That one underthrown and intercepted. Picked up by Cooper DeJean. And the Eagles are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
Warriors 70. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
So after one, it's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter, as they've got it with first and 10.
70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. 19 Lions. Bronco 80. Ready.
They'll look to throw. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
They'll throw out of the gun. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
Here we go. Check. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
They'll look to throw yet again. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again. It's second and 10.
Ready. 60. 70 left. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Back to the air one more time. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. That's his second touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles move out on top, 14-0. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. He's going to look about to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. They'll start this on the ground with Blue. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
They're getting slanted there, and they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Dak going to give this to Blue. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate when we sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
On fourth down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. They'll spot this at their own 48, meaning this is a 62-yard attempt.
Wow, what a big kick there. I mean, just looking down, anytime the kicker is lined up on the other side of the 50, you think, there's no way this ball's going to get there, Mike. But listen, he's got a big leg. This one he strikes absolutely perfect. That was good off the foot.
They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
Ready? Come on, come on.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10.
18, 5 here. Hawk 70. Go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the first down. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down. So, a pair of first downs moves him out to the 47-yard line. And it's first and 10.
Cowboy 80.
Back to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Texas. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit. Prescott on first down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Third down, 3 to go. From the shotgun, it's down. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
Mike, I don't really even think this is much of a conversation. On the plus side of the 50, I think you've got to keep your offense on the field, stay aggressive, and try to maintain possession. You get field position like this, you want to make sure this drive ends with some sort of points.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down.
We're going to 54 right here. Then we're going to 53.
Here's Dak to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on fourth down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
Back to throw is Prescott. Now screen set up for Blue. And he will score! Jaden Blue. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys are back within 4. It is 14-10. Halftime, coming close. And not much time left as this one is kicked away. This one taken at the 7. He'll He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Trap 60. Get up. 19 Lions. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Hey, Chris. Stop low 18. Ready, ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to let this one go deep. And he will take this one in. 76 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone, and if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down. You cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This returnable from the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Let's go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. From 23, here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Let's go.
They'll run it here with Saquon. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Here we go. Warriors 70. 70 tip. Ready.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll get that out to Barkley. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd
Hawk
and a
70.
yard.
Hawk 70.
The 43-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Get up.
On the ground, this is Barkley. They're going to work this down inside the 45. 16-yard pickup on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here, they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. First and 10.
Come on, come on. Set.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. He's to the 10. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. First and goal coming up. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal.
Packer 60.
They'll try to run this one in. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
This defense is able to get the hold here on first down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4 down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
And this is not going to do either. Stop for no gain. And just like that, it's 3rd and goal.
Down here this close, all it takes is 1 defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
Third and goal.
Ready? Go!
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds on a very solid return.
Yeah, here we go!
A first down throw for Prescott. Left side, caught by Lance. And he is out of bounds at the 45. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Yeah, here we go!
First down.
On play action, here's Dak. Open man down the field is Turpin. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Quick throw, taken in. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? On the play fake, Dak. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Dallas. His 4th TD grab of the season. On for the PAT is Aubrey. It's up and through. Cowboys are able to cut the deficit. It's now 28-17. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
Warriors 17. 18, Pioneer.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They get an even 20 on that one. Good for an Eagles first down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
We're out of the gun. They give it to Barkley. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Come on, set!
Fourth quarter starts, and it's a run from Barkley. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Cowboy 80. 19 tight. 19 tight. 79 Broncos.
Throwing now from the gun. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Brings up 3rd down.
This a must-stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long.
80. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Cup 19. Cup 19.
He'll drop to throw. Forced out wide. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Play clock has expired. You're not going to get this one off on time. Here comes the Eagles punt team. Back deep to receive the explosive Cavante Turpin. We'll take this in back at the 16. Return. He takes it up past the 35-yard line.
Please take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Here we go. 26.
The drive starts with a carry by Blue. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Dak can throw it here on 1st down. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
26.
From the gun, they'll go with Blue. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
It is 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. This one is caught by Turpin. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with 1st and goal. Here's a run. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. 2nd and goal. Throwing is Prescott. And he will score. Game on. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again?
That's caught. So they get the 2-point conversion. And all of a sudden, that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the 4th.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. From their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Looked to me like the quarterback had the option to pull that and make it a throw, but he decides to give it. Probably wishes looking back that he would have pulled it because there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Second and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Cougar 19. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on 3rd down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll try to run here with Barkley. And that's going to be enough to move the chains. 1st down, up past the 35.
Job well done right there. 3rd and inches. You don't want to chop or step or go east and west. You're just trying to hit this thing downhill as hard as possible, run right at the defense. And he doesn't get a whole lot, but he does get the 1st down.
Complete. Now the Cowboys will take a timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
That is caught out wide on the RPO, and he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
48-yard line.
Pass the 60. Pass the 60. Go. 70 Lions. Let's go.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, Philadelphia.
fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
Here we go. One final play. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter.